Hi guys, how you guys doing? This is Travis here. Thanks for watching my channel. Today I'll probably do another test on the autofocus of the Panasonic GH4. I'm shooting like the previous video. I shoot everything outdoor at wide angle, 24 millimeter. Today I'll probably do the 25 meter indoor. Shoot at f2.8, 50 millimeter, and see how the face detection is doing. Okay, I'm tracking it with my phone. Sorry, I'm talking to the camera, so see how it goes. Okay, yeah, ISO is like 100, 400, f2.8, 50 millimeter. Okay, so let's test the. Okay, I'm out of frame. Back in. So this is the face detection, because I was very impressed with the last video, the auto tracker, auto focus. So then move out of frame, not too bad. Go back in. Yeah, it's hold up quite well. Hold up quite well with me. Because I put my phone down here, just to see like where the framing is. Okay, this is f2.8. So go in. So I'll focus there. So, focus. Okay, go back. So you can track me. Go back in. Okay, not too bad. Now, if you like talk like this, walk and talk, move sideways on the same plane, it should detect this. It's tracking very well. So it has a box, and with your eye, try to catch the eye. So it's quite good. I think the firmware update of the 2.7 it's done a great job updating. So I have no problem using this face detection. No problem at all. It's quite impressive actually. So yeah. So okay. Out of frame. Let's see how fast it's picked it up. Back in focus. Okay. So yeah. So I'm quite impressed. Okay. So you just do a walk and talk like this. You just put eye detection on. It should be alright. Now let's try with something harder. Put out to 75 on the Lumix 12 to 35. So I'll put out to 70. So the maximum out of full frame. Okay. So let's zoom out. Zoom in. Okay. Move back a bit. How's it taking? So this is 70 mil equivalent. Okay. How's it detecting the frame? Okay. So go in. So still blurry background, like I was shooting everything f2.9 out of frame. Okay, low light as well. So this in my room, quite impressive. Okay. Yeah, it's tracking quite well. So out of frame, back in, straight away snap to my face. Out of frame again, back, and it's track. So let me go like that. Track. So it's quite impressive, the firmware update of the 2.7. Quite impressed. Okay, let me test another. So this is the face and eye detection. Quite impressive. So I'll test another kind of tracking to see what happens. Okay. Okay, this is another test of the autofocus tracking of the Panasonic GH4. Right, I'm using the app, and now it's live shoot at 25 mil, 50 meter equivalent, f2.8 at ISO 400, and I shoot everything in 1080p. Okay, so it's easy for my processor, my computing power. So I'm looking at this. So let's see. So going out of frame. There's a thing that track me as well. So there's a yellow line or box that track me around. So that's quite okay. That's 50 mil. Okay, let me leave it down here. So let me go sideways. Quite good. It's very similar to the. Okay, so I try to focus my ear right now. Yeah, it's not good. I think the see focus on my ear. Okay, out of frame. Out of frame again. So it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm still in focus right now. So okay, now that's 50 mil, and just the tracking. Okay, just AF tracking, no eye detection. Okay, but eye detection was quite good before the last test. So going down, track. See how fast it's gonna focus. I'll focus there. Yeah, so just basically a walk, just a headshot like this. No problem using the autofocus tracking, but definitely use the eye, face and eye detection will work better. Okay, so like that, that's right in the center of the frame. Now, I go to this 75 mil, 70 mil, see what happens. So zoom in all the way, move back a little bit. Okay, so out of frame, go back in. Definitely not a, if you want to show the products, try the camera, it's not going to detect the products. But for your face, I think it's fine. Yeah. Low light as well. From what I can gather from my app here, it works just fine. So moving like that, it will out of focus, take a while to out of focus. But move back here, track. Yeah, so okay, that's the AF tracking. Okay, I'll do another test. Let me turn off this. Yeah, this is the 49 error tracking. So I have this here and see what I'm doing to put it down. So let's do the test. Okay, so going in, going out. Going in, out of frame, back in. Okay. How fast does it pick up? It's quite fast at picking up. Going in like that, it won't take a while to track. I think it's like, so it take a while to track, but there's no hunting around. The whoop whoop whoop, kind of like autofocus thing. So like that. No. Yeah, let's zoom out to. It's not as good as tracking face. Okay, so this is the 49 point autofocus. Let me zoom in to 70 mil. Tighter. Move back a little bit. Okay, so this, I'll track out, back in. Okay. Yeah, so it's not as effective as the face and eye detection. I think if you want to use like this kind of talking head kind of video, then definitely use the eye and face detection at f2.8. So it's quite wide open. It usually have a hard time tracking. So it doesn't have a hard time tracking right there. So it's not, I'm not out of focus. Yeah. So definitely don't use this setting if you want to do like talking head interview kind of setting. So definitely not going to use this one. Okay, let's do another test. Now I use the one error autofocus. So one error autofocus, and let's see what happened. Okay, so basically right dead in the center, right in my between my forehead, right there between that. So that's tracking. So okay, look. I think like this one like track better. So I go in, I'm still in focus. Yeah, so one area is gonna move like so out of the plane, so more toward the camera, in and out toward the camera. Definitely use this setting. So one area, and if you know the subject is gonna move like that, I like that. Yeah, so yeah, if your subject is stationary, interview, you have a few cameras going, right? So yeah, so quite impressive. You know, it's not too bad as people think it is. Just be aware what are the limitations of the camera, the auto tracking. So certainly can do better job in manual focus. Yeah, if you're a beginner, you don't have to rely on. You can rely on this. Yeah. So now move to this 50mm. Now move to 75. 75, so a bit tighter. I'll move back a little bit. So out of frame, go back in. Out of frame, go back in. Yeah, so yeah. So if you know the plane, roughly, they're not going to move too much straight to the camera. It's not too bad to use this kind of, So sideways, back, still track. It's definitely not hunting like before. So it doesn't hunt the background for sure. Usually it's go back to the background and just hunting. But I think Panasonic with the firmware update has fixed it. Definitely has fixed it. Yeah. Okay, just go out the back. So usually go hunting for the background, right? No, it's not. Let's go back to my face. Perfect. Okay, that's 75mm. Let's move to another pinpoint. There's another setting in the Panasonic GH4. Pinpoint autofocus. Let's see what let's do that. Yeah, right now on the pinpoint autofocus of the Panasonic GH4. Let's see how it does. Okay, so let's go move out first. Move back in. Move out. Move in. Get out of the way. Move back in. Out of the way. It's not hunting the background. So move back in. Still track me. So I'm in focus right now. So going in a little bit. Track better. So if the pinpoint is more, I think like more accurate. If you go up and down like this, out the focal plane. So up, down, like that, it will track you straight away if you know your subject is moving like that. So you do a product review and you move the products, like for example, hey, this is the Lumix camera. Hey, let me show you to you. Like that. It should track. No, it's not focusing. Move back. Too far away for it to track. No, it's not detecting. It's detecting my face. Okay, let's move that. Yeah, it's going to that focus. No, it's not detecting the one. Let me try another object. Lighter. No, it doesn't track. Still track my face. Doing that. Move back a little bit. No, it's not tracking the foreground object. So definitely not this. This setting is not for. This is definitely not for a product review for sure. You don't show that to the camera. You know, it would be out of focus. Certain way here, like this, next to your plane, it should be alright. But yeah, I'm quite impressed. Yeah. Yes, I move up and down. As long as you don't go straight to the camera, it should detect you. Put the pinpoint or the focus. So if you want to do product photography, but don't go right to the lens, it should track. So let's do another example. Like that. Lumix should be in focus. Yeah, so both like that is in focus. Focus, focus, yeah. It's detect the focus there. Okay, so how far do I go from probably one width? So probably 25 centimeter. So yeah, 25 centimeter roughly from my thumb to my that finger. So probably 25 centimeter, and it can detect that focal length. But it's I shoot at f2.8. So if you shoot at a smaller aperture, it might be different. So. Okay, let me try another settings with face detection. I'm pretty impressive, but let's try to do with the products. Okay, let me try to do that now. Yeah, I've just changed the setting a little bit because it's getting too dark and the cloud covered the window, so it didn't get the right exposure. So I increased the ISO to 800, so it's still f 2.8 at 50 mil. Okay. Now this is the face and eye detection, so I'll try to test it again. Let's see what's the results. Okay. So it's still not tracking, even though I close up to the lens. It's not tracking me. Move back here, I'm in focus. Go back there, in focus. But right next to the lens, about here, it has the crossface on the lens, but no focus. Now let's do the product test. Okay. Hey, this nice product I just bought. Okay. Show it to the camera. Nah, doesn't cover the. So move back a little bit. Yeah, so roughly 30 centimeter it be in focus. So don't go straight to the camera like that. Yeah, it will not detect it. Yeah, depends on your lens. So roughly there. So from where I am, probably 40 centimeter. So that's quite good. So you show the products. So like that, anywhere around. Don't go straight to the camera, but right here, it will detect. So not bad, not bad, not bad at all. So this like that. Probably 50 mil is a bit too tight, yeah. But I want to see a toy, so how it works. But go out of frame. Doesn't. Let me see. It's tracking the lens cap. Yes, it does. Yeah, go back in. Got the eye detection. So face and eye detection can work in this kind of shooting situation, head talking head, as long as you don't go straight in to the lens. So sorry that it will still detect. But I'm shooting at f 2.8. So there's enough depth of field, So going back there. Okay, perfect. Okay, that's 50 mil. Let me try 35. It's usually more accurate. So it's roughly 35. Let me move to the side there. Okay, 35. So it's more, I'm not in your face kind of thing, okay? So, yeah, still detect. It's quite impressive. It's tracking me. So I show the camera, right to the lens, it will not work. Move it back a little bit, it'll work. Yeah, so just play around this with your lens, because I have the f2.8, 12 to 35, so that's equivalent to 24 to 70 in full in 35mm term. So it's not too bad. Now, if you want to do this kind of talking head and you put on the face detection and use the app to track yourself, no problem. Now let me do this manual focus. Yeah, see how it does. Okay, so I'll 50mm as well. So let me try that. Now with the app, manual focus in video is very easy. You just focus in here in your screen where you want to focus, and it's locked on, and you can press record. Easy. So that's what I usually normally do when I have the app running. So I had to go to look at the face and I use the app. Okay. Manual focus, so I know it's reliable, it's gonna hit the target. So this is the manual focus for the Panasonic Lumix GH4 at 50mm on a 12 to 35 f2.8, shooting at f2.8, ISO 800. Okay, so that's the app I use. It's free, the best app ever. So they put it down there. Yeah, let me move around. So definitely not tracking. It's manual focus. You can't expect much. Move out of the plane. Yeah, so you gotta use manual focus as well. If you just but your limitation is if you want to eliminate the hunting of the lens, just use manual focus and use just pinpoint, and it should be right. But face in eye detection is work quite well as well. So the product, let's do a product test. Yep. Go in. Go like that. Cover your face or somewhere close to you. It's really right. So yeah, like that. Yeah. So this Travis here. I think the hunting's gone with this firmware update of the 2.7 firmware update. The hunting is gone. Yeah, so there's no hunting here, right? So I've been testing all the focus settings. I didn't see any hunting at all. So Panasonic definitely have improved the DFD kind of focus system, face detection, so contrast. So yeah, it's quite good. Sorry, the changing light. There's some light come out in my room. So yeah, it's quite good. Quite good. Manual focus right now. So everything's being focused, not hunting. Shooting f2.8. Beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Yeah, so autofocus at this kind of price for the Lumix GH4, you can't go wrong. can't go wrong with this kind of value you get from the camera. Where the seal is a beast, and the battery lasts you a long time. As I said, don't get the GH5, get this.